Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and today I want to talk about, can Solana 100x? Can Solana go from $8 to $800? We're going to talk about this. Let's hop into this video. So guys, right now Solana is trading at about $61, up at 60.72 cents. It's no surprise that I'm a Solana bull, considering I always am on Twitter posting my Solana NFTs. I have Solana Monkey Business. I have a D-God who they transferred over to Ethereum. I have a ton of Claynosaurs, a lot of the different top projects. And I've been in Solana for a long time. And I've been doing a lot of thinking here. Some people talk about how Ethereum broke down to $79. I want to show you this chart. A lot of people talk about how Ethereum versus Solana price history. This is Ethereum up here. And how it got up to $1,700 and came all the way down to, I think at one point it was about $80. And then we finally had our run up to $4,800. And a lot of people in the Solana ecosystem compare that move to Solana. How Solana is at $67 and how it could make its way up to, say, $1,000. A massive price gain. I mean, that's like a 50x on Ethereum from $70 to 5K about. Give or take a couple X's. But I've been in Solana for a very long time. And I was buying up. Yes, you see a lot of influencers and crypto YouTubers say, I was buying at $8. Well, I actually was. I don't know. I can't say for the majority of them, but I actually was buying at $8. The majority of my NFTs I bought was when Solana was at about $8. All the way down here, guys, I bought the bottom of Solana when people thought that Solana was going to zero because it followed this massive collapse from FTX, because Solana was known as basically the child of FTX. They were in cahoots. Alameda Research was a massive, massive, massive investor for Solana. They owned, I believe it was something like 20% of the max supply of Solana. And they still have some. I think FTX has the majority of it now. But there was so much FUD. There was so much fear going on in this market. But I saw something. I saw something throughout this fear that, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't see anywhere else. Throughout this fear, I didn't see it anywhere else. And that was the community. We talk about Crowcoin and the Crow fam on this channel a lot when it comes to community, but I'll be honest with you guys. No offense to the Crow fam, but in the Solana space, that community is much larger. It's a little bit less friendly than the Crow fam, but in the Solana space, it's much larger. What I saw when this collapse was happening was a very, very, very strong community, and a community that had money, which was interesting because the joke, or the meme, some would call it, in Solana is that, for Solana NFTs in that community, is that Solana is the poor chain because you don't have to pay hundreds of dollars for gas to buy Ethereum NFTs, because Ethereum money is where the big money is. That's what the motto is, that Solana is the poor chain. But I saw this community, and it wasn't going anywhere, and it was getting stronger while the price was collapsing. Over on Twitter, it was relentless. And back in the previous bull cycle, the bull market, when Solana was going from $30 to $50 to $70 to $100 and all the way to $200, I was eyeballing those NFTs. I remember seeing Solana Monkey Business and thinking, wow, those are pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they're creating a status piece. It's like buying a Lamborghini. You don't drive it to go to work. You drive it to say, look how much money I have. I mean, not a lot of people will that own Lamborghinis will probably be too happy about that. But it's the same thing with like buying a very, very nice Patek watch or a very, very nice Rolex watch. And it's not for telling the time. It's not for telling the time. It's a status symbol. And I was recognizing that back when, NFTs were new. In 2021, that was when NFTs really got a true bull run. So I told myself back here, when the bear market comes, maybe I'll look into acquiring some of those assets. Maybe there'll be a chance that it comes up. I knew that it was severe, massive hype at the time. I knew that it was so overpriced. I wasn't going to be buying any NFTs in 2021. I remember people talking to me, because in my circles, they know that I've been in crypto, talking to me, asking me what I thought about NFTs, and I said, I think it's before its time. And that was right before we saw the massive collapse and the end of the bull market of 2021. 2022, about 2021, that's kind of when we peaked out, right? Yeah, 2021 in November. And, I told myself that I would be buying these NFTs at the bottom here when things were going crazy. And I had the conviction, because back here when we were rallying, I said, maybe I'll accumulate some of them. So I was buying all these NFTs at $8, and I was layering into Solana at $8 because I knew that there was a chance here that probably wasn't going to go away. Even if it was going to be a brutal bear market, which it was, definitely a brutal bear market. I mean, guys, it was a very, very brutal bear market. Maybe it's not even over yet, but probably it's over. It's probably over, probably on our way to a new bull market hype cycle as we get closer to this Bitcoin halving. But through the community, what I saw, I had the conviction. So I was buying and buying and buying and buying. Now, that brings me to the title of this video. Can Solana 100x from $8 to $800? Can it do that with just having a strong community? I could argue yes and no. Sometimes when there's a asset class or a equity that creates a cult-like community, it becomes unstoppable. People want to know what it's all about. They want to join it. They want to see what it's all about. They want to spend money on it. For example, Tesla stock. Tesla is a perfect example of that. People follow Elon Musk. Whatever he touches turns to gold. All these sayings get created, and next thing you know, Tesla makes massive moves. Massive moves. People, I own some Tesla. I've been owning it for years, but it's a cult. The cult-like community is a very, very powerful thing. It cannot be underestimated. I remember back in the bull market cycle in 2021, for example, Hex with Richard Hart. Everyone thought, this is a pyramid scheme. This is a scam. This is this and that, this and that. Guys, it's still 100x'd. It still had massive, massive gains. It's just like meme coins. They can go from a penny market cap to $1 billion just because of memes and a community. When a cult-like community forms, a lot of scary things can happen in a good way and a bad way. But I want to talk about the good. I do think that there's a community in the Solana ecosystem that is very, very strong. Very, very strong. And I do also want to say, in the Solana community, aside from the Solana community, Solana's technology is so much better than every other coin that's in the top 10 right now. And even in the top 50 right now. It is so much better. It's fast. I don't have to pay attention to how much I'm spending in a transaction. It's fractions of pennies. It happens in an instant. I can send $50,000 to somebody, happens in a snap of a finger, and it cost me pennies. It's crazy. It's crazy. And a lot of people will come out and say, oh, well, what about Solana's outages? Guys, outages happen on many blockchains. The thing is, the hit piece on Solana, whenever these articles get made, the only thing they have to really use is they have outages. Oh no, it's terrible. It's going to take all your money. Guys, there's been outages on many other blockchains that happen. Nobody talks about them because it's the hot topic to talk about whenever Solana has an outage, which we haven't had any outages in quite some time, knock on wood. But can Solana 100x from $8? It has the technology. It has the community. Does it have the cash inflow? Well, Bitcoin is trying to break above $38,000. We're trading at $38,250 right now. It's just barely popping up above the resistance. We need to see some candle closes. But let's zoom out. Let's not talk about the short term right now. If we decide to finally make this next leg up to low 40,000s before the halving, or if we don't, and it takes time until after the halving. But let's say we get to $100,000. Let's say we get to $100,000 after the Bitcoin halving. Let's say the market cap on crypto as a whole is $5 trillion. Last market cycle, we only got to $3 trillion. That's $2 trillion more dollars. I do think that there's a good chance, maybe not 100x. 100x is big, guys. 100x is big. I mean, look how small this is getting. If I were to make it go to 100x from $8 to $800. Is it possible? I think it's possible. I do think it's possible. I think there's a very good chance that you may even see Solana lead this bull run. I know that sounds crazy because it's an altcoin. You may say Blacksea, that's copium. But it's the best chain for technology, community, speed, and leadership. Leadership's another thing. FTX is gone. They're gone. They're trying to come back, but they're out of the picture. FTX was somewhat of originally why Solana ran so hard is because it was a child of Alameda Research and FTX. But that blessing turned into a curse. But now that curse is gone. The curse has been lifted. There's nothing holding them back. And I will argue to say that they still have their connections to the club, Solana, if you will. They have connections to the club that allows you to be successful in emerging markets or markets that decide whether or not to fine CZ Binance $4 billion and make him step down so a member of the World Economic Forum can step into his place in control of Binance. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. They have the connections, but the black spot is gone. The sell-offs from FTX and Alameda Research, it's done. We've recovered. We're sitting at $60. Can we go to 800? I think that's a stretch, but I think it's possible. Guys, if you like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to the channel right now. I just wanted to give you guys my opinion on this because I've been a part of Solana for a long time. I've been trading in crypto since 2016, and I want to give my thoughts on this because I've been really thinking about it a lot. And there's some very interesting and bullish signals that are happening, and I wanted to tell you guys about it. Now, Solana may not lead this bull market, but I do think it's going to be a very big winner, especially if we can break above the previous all-time high of $3 trillion in the entire crypto asset class as a whole. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you stuck around this far, please check out the description box below. We have some awesome referral links, a $4,100 sign-up bonus to Femex, $8,000 sign-up bonus to BitGet. Also, go follow me on Twitter at 333Blacksea. I'm very active over there. Probably do some more deeper dives into some coins. I I really enjoy letting you guys know my perspective on it. Probably talk a little bit more. I could dive into Solana into an hour-long video. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that, because there's a lot of intricacies to really pick apart to truly explain why I'm so bullish on this. But guys, that's all I got. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.